Hello. Today we're excited to share with you an encore presentation shown on Saturday, May 16th.
If you remember, the late spring of 2020 was a challenging time. We had experienced a lockdown since March, and the typical May events such as weddings and graduations were either not happening or they were different.
We will take you to a community called Windcrest that's not too far from St. Andrew United Methodist Church. Windcrest is a large retirement community and is life-giving with its programs and amenities that are offered. We will hear from longtime St. Andrew member Cynthia Norman.
Cynthia is a professional level cellist and sings in our adult choir. She is also involved in many classes and programs at our church.
Another thing on the program is I will offer a piano version of Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Immediately following the piano version, we will hear the group called Voice Play do a vocal rendition of this song. Especially notable is the bass singer. He's an amazing talent, and I think you're going to be uplifted by this version of the classic song.
Mark, Vinny, and I enjoy spending a few minutes with you every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Enjoy the encore and see you next Saturday. Hello, everyone. On behalf of Mark Z. and Vinny, we want to thank you for tuning in to our Daily 15.
It's fun to share this time with you and offer some inspirational thoughts and music. The weather is getting warmer and warmer, and we hope that you'll continue to tune in when you are able.
We are going to start today's program with the majestic hymn, Come Christians Join to Sing, which can be found in one of your borrowed hymnals on page 158.
I really like that hymn. One of the things I think I miss the most right now is communal singing.
Yes, leading the hymns with this majestic, magnificent organ is definitely missing right now. In a couple of weeks, we will take you on a tour of the organ of St. Andrew. I have always been amazed that this congregation sings so beautifully, and it is an important part of our life together.
Speaking of our life together, we miss our congregation sitting in worship together. One of those lovely people we miss in our midst, who happens to play the cello really well, is Cynthia Norman.
Cynthia Norman is part of the DNA of the St. Andrew congregation. She participates in many classes and activities here at the church. She also is part of the church orchestra, the adult choir, and attends most recitals and concerts, not to mention being part of the wonderful Arapahoe Symphony Orchestra.
Cynthia lives at Windcrest, which is an active community of people not too far here from St. Andrew. So now we're off to Windcrest to hear from Cynthia and also hear some of her wonderful cello music.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Norman, and I'm a longtime member of St. Andrew. I sing in the church choir, play in the orchestra, participate in lots of activities. I love St. Andrew. And I now live at Windcrest, and I love it here. But these times are challenging, especially during this pandemic. Before George and I, this is George. Before George and I play some music for you, I'm going to tell you one thing that I've learned from this while time during this pandemic. I'm not sure I've learned it or have been reminded of something I should already know, and that's the importance of community. I live in a large community. Windcrest is big. Lots of people, lots of friends, lots of friendly strangers. Most everybody's friendly. It's kind of hard. I don't know exactly who everybody is because when I go out for my walk and wave, everybody waves back, but I don't know who they are because they have a mask in front of their faces. But we are friendly to each other regardless. And I think we're even more of a community now than we were before because times are so different, so difficult. People are going through rough times. And it's important to reach out to each other and say, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Is there anything I can do to help?" We need to reach out to our close friends, the ones that are across country, family, and there are many ways to do that. Right now, with all the isolation that we have, we can't actually go up and touch somebody. We have to stay 6 feet apart. But we can speak to folks. We can call them on the phone. We can write a note. It's important to make connections and to show that we care and that we love each other. I certainly appreciate it when somebody asks me how I'm doing. This is something that we're taught in church all the time, the importance of community. And at this difficult time, community is even more important than it has ever been. I think perhaps all the rough times that we're going through right now will be an opportunity for us to renew what we've learned about community and caring for each other, showing some love. I know it's happening here and all over the country, and that's a good thing. Someday, we'll be able to tape off those masks and know who we're talking to and remember this time and continue the community. Now, George and I are going to play something for you. This is a couple of movements from Bach's Suite Number 1, the Sarabande and Jig. Larry, and Vinny.
I love the sound of the cello.
The cello has a rich lower tone that seems to build a bridge to a serene, beautiful place.
We're going to end our Daily 15 with the famous song, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Mark will play a part of the song to get us prepared and prepped for a stunning recording of the piece.
We are going to finish out our time today with a group called Voice Play. You will hear a bass voice that will remind you of a special sound that a cello makes. Please enjoy, and we look forward to being with you next week.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all.
I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, oh yeah, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. Whoa, whoa, I'll take your part. Oh, I'll take your part. When darkness comes, and pain is all around,
Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down.
like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. troubled